Hello everybody, this is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I have 3 rustic DIYs for you. You're going to need some of the wooden Christmas trees from Dollar Tree, some tumbling tower blocks, some vinyl letters, some craft paper, some Christmas bags, really pretty Christmas bags, and glue stick or Mod Podge, whichever you choose. And I also have some of those wooden self-adhesive like little stickers, but they're made from wood. Very pretty from Dollar Tree. This is so simple, so easy, and I love the rustic look of it. So we're just starting out by cutting out the trees. We're going to cut out each one we're going to trim it onto some paper and get it cut out. Then we're going to take our glue stick and just put it on the wood. You could paint that if you wanted to. You could put fabric on it if you wanted to, or ribbon, or whatever you want to do. But I find that the craft paper and the really pretty gift bags was the easiest way to go. So I chose very neutral and what appeared to me to be rustic colors. So after I get all of the paper onto each one of the wooden trees, I'm going back over these trees that have a star on top already, and I just colored it in with my gold marker, and I'm sanding down the edges using a emery board because that is the best way to get a nice crisp sharp edge or clean edge. And now I'm going back in with my antique wax paint by Waverly, and I'm just sponging around the edges to make it look old and antique, weathered, rustic, whatever you want to call it. I love this look, so I'm just going in and doing a little bit of that. So here you see me adhering the gold star stickers that are made from wood from the Dollar Tree, and later you'll see me hot glue them down because I realized that they weren't going to stick long term. They were already lifting, so I decided I needed to glue those down. Now I'm just lining everything up, making sure my bottom edges are all straight across, and I'm going to put down my vinyl letters that spell out peace. And I'm going to do an up, down pattern with these letters because I couldn't get them to go straight across and look right. I didn't like how they looked. They looked squeezed together. So I decided to stagger them, and it looked so much better. Now I'm outlining the edges of each tree because that is going to tell me where to place my hot glue. Now I'm taking my tumbling tower blocks and I'm going to stain them with the Dollar Tree wood repair or the wood stain markers, just to give it a nice um, brown tree trunk kind of look, if that makes any sense at all. But I wanted the wood to look stained. I didn't want to use the antique wax. I didn't want to pull out my paint. And when I don't feel like doing all of that, those furniture markers are the best things to use on a raw wood. It gives you a really nice look. So I'm just placing them, seeing how I want them to look, if I like the look. And I did them differently. Some of them are going sideways or vertical, some of them are going horizontal, just to mix it up a little bit. And now you see on the back, I also added a tumbling tower block to help hold those tree trunks, I guess, in place. And I am going to go in with my green paint, and I think that is by Apple Barrel, and just paint the back of it so it doesn't look so, Mod Podge or like a mess because of the black ink that's on the back. So I just painted it to give it one uniform look. I like when things are nice and cleaned up. And now you see me going around the edges of each tree with my gold Sharpie just to give it a little pop, a little bling to blend in with the glittery gold stars. And here it is. Very rustic and very pretty. DIY number 2, Let It Snow sign. So I have been loving these black chalkboards from Dollar Tree. They are awesome when you want that red, white, and black kind of look, or red, white, black, and green, or like red, white, and silver. I think that those colors look really sharp together. So this one is another quick and easy, but oh so cute Christmas sign. You can put it with your tiered trays. It can stand alone. You can hang it up, whatever you want to do, but it is super easy and super cute. So in my own handwriting that you guys know I love to do, I went in with pencil first and I wrote Let It Snow. And then I went back with my white paint pen and just filled everything in, adding some little dots for snowflakes. And I have several paint pens and they're all they're all out of paint. They're all just dry. So I'm trying to figure out which ones are working and which ones aren't. You'll see me go through several of them before I get it right. Now I'm just going to take some of these wooden snowflakes from Dollar Tree. The big one in the middle is from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to add those in. And I will be using my red beads from the garland you see in front of me and some of my natural colored beads that I got from Walmart. The red beads came from Hobby Lobby. That garland was from there. And then I'm going to string them on the twine that's already on the sign. And after that, you guys know, I got to make a bow. I got to make one. So I'm going to go in with my red and white baker's twine and make a bow. And that's going to be it for this one. There you have it, you guys. On to DIY number 3. This one is so simple and easy. Again, I am Loving how easy these are today. And this was inspired from a sign that I either saw on Wayfair or Amazon. I'm sorry, I don't remember where I saw it, but it was one or the other. So I'm taking one of my long rectangle Dollar Tree signs and some old sweater material that I have left over from when I was doing the fall sweater weather pumpkins. I have some of that faux Dollar Tree, that faux leather or vinyl, and a Sharpie marker and 4 silver thumbtacks. That's all this DIY is going to take. And then I ended up putting some contact paper on the back just because I wanted it to look nice and neat. So all I'm doing is dismantling that sign and taking my sweater material and measuring it out and just covering it up. And the reason I used the brown side as my front side and not the side with the cactus and the word home is because you can see through that sweater. So that's why I didn't want to use that side. The brown side was much better as the front, and I'll just cover the back up with some contact paper. So slipping it right back in that frame. I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm showing you that I just cut the pointy pieces off of the thumbtacks. And now I'm going in with my faux leather or vinyl or whatever you want to call it. I wrote in the word believe using a Sharpie marker. And you know how I love that faux calligraphy. So I used that lettering. And I'm just going to go ahead and put one of the thumbtacks in each corner. And this one is so simple. And because I looked at it and thought, oh, I like plain, but it's kind of too plain, so let's go back and add something to it. And I ended up adding one of the gold stars because it tied in with everything else that I've done today. How cute. Love it. So you guys, here's the reveal.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world.